handle them really nice. Perfect. Hi guys, Russ here from Wilson Land Cattle Company. Today we're making matting for in front of our water tank and around our minerals tub. I have some belting here that we're going to make the mats out of. It's belting that a friend gave me, and we're going to go ahead and cut this into 4-foot sections. And then we're going to bolt it together, and then we're going to put handles on it so we can easily use it. So let's go ahead and do that. Get this cut into 4-foot sections. And we're going to have a little bit left over, and I'm hoping that it's enough. That will give us 3 belts. We've got a lot of projects going on here in the shop, trying to get ready for spring grazing. So we've been pretty busy. There it is. I was going to say, where did I just mark that at? Belting's 14 inches wide. That's good. That'll give us probably a 24. And about a 26-inch wide belt. Wonder if I could cut that with my circular saw. We're going to try it. These mats really help whenever it's wet. Like here in the spring, whenever things are really wet, put these mats in front of the tanks, because that's where most of your soil damage occurs, is in front of that stock tank. If we can help eliminate some of that, I'm for it. We've been doing this for a few years now, and the ones that I have are starting to wear out. And belting's hard to come by, actually, unless you want to pay big bucks for it. Well, that's no good. The circular saw doesn't want to cut off this morning. Hey, we got lots of projects here. Getting ready to get our honeybees here at the end of the month. We're going to get our honeybee traps out. We're going to do video on it. These here are our swarm traps that will be, I'll show you how we set those up so we can catch honeybees. We caught 11 hives one year with using these swarm traps. Then we have to fix my hose reel. We bent, seen in a previous video, we bent hoops to make new hoops for this. And then we have to get our hives put together and get them ready to go. So we're going to have those bees here at the end of the month. And then of course we're working on pretty much all this stuff here is temporary fence lifter and the spring gate release that we're working on. You've seen that in a previous video. Now this here's a tool that I built. Those handles actually help move that belting around a lot. You got to be careful. I try to make them as small as possible because when the cows step on them, they have a tendency to bend them. And I really don't want to use any heavier material than this. It's 1/16 by inch bar stock I like this stuff. It's cheap and you can really build a lot of stuff out of it. Let's go ahead and bend. Now, I have it already set up here. I have a mark on this piece of bar right there. So I don't have to measure every one. Just bend a 90-degree angle on that. We'll flip it over, do the same for the other side. Then 90-degree angle. Now we need 6 of those, and I already have one of them bent because I knew what I wanted to do here, so I went ahead and bent one, make sure that we were doing it the way I wanted it to. This tool here sure has come in handy for bending and fabricating stuff. I've went so many years without it, putting stuff in the vise to bend it, and I can't flip them over and bend the tabs for on these, so I just do it in the vise. You don't have to have that special tool to bend this stuff. And you can see I'm bending this in the vise, and it's bending fairly easy. I got that one bent up a little too high. Straighten it back down. This here's a rounding hammer that I've used for years horseshoeing. And the handle's cracked on it. It has always been cracked, and it was really opening up on me. So I just put a wire hose clamp on it, and that saved that handle. And while we're on the wire hose clamp subject, normally I would braid our lead ropes, but this nylon rope is very, very difficult to braid, so I just put wire hose clamps on it, and I'm sure that that's going to hold really well. I don't think a horse is going to be able to pull that out. So that's another use for the wire hose clamps, guys. Okay, I need to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and drill 1/4-inch holes in these tabs. I'm not going to get too fancy with it. I'm just going to poke them through there and call it good enough. Now, if I was making these for somebody, I would actually center them and make them all nice and neat, but I'm just going to eyeball it. Okay. Okay, I'm putting a 2.5-inch lap on our belts to bolt them together, and then I'm going to put a bolt every, I don't know, say every 5 inches we'll put a bolt. I'm going to go ahead and bolt the ends together, that way I can just buzz right down through there. Using stainless steel 1/4-inch bolts. find them in my Amazon store. They're bolts that I use all the time, bolts and washers. We'll use just standard 1/4-inch bolts with a star washer on them. And we'll set our little doodad there for automatic, and it automatically tightens it up to the right. Just like that. We'll give it another little there, good and tight. And we'll go to the other side. We won't tighten that one just in case we have to re-drill it. As we work her along here, we'll we'll work at one end and come to the other. Let's go every 6 inches. 5 inches looks a little like overkill. Okay, now we need to put our handles on there and we're good to go. We don't need a fender washer on the top. A lock washer will be sufficient. Handle them really nice. Perfect. Okay guys, here's the mat. Okay guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video, found that useful. Putting matting around the water tanks is, unless you have a stabilized area, and if you have a stabilized area, most generally you have a fixed watering point, and in my opinion, I feel that we need to keep our water portable, which helps with our nutrients. And I know it's not feasible for some, but it's just my opinion. Anyhow, please subscribe, like, comment, share with a friend, hit that notification bell. And if you would, please donate to the channel. There's a link in the description. We also have a link to our Amazon storefront. And we'll see you on the next video. So long.